spot they have at where they are dumping the refuse right now. I think because of the heavy rainfalls, they have. I think they are choked. And the road is a little bit choked. That's why you see them over here like that. But at first, it wasn't like that. Yeah, you won't see even $1 car over here. But because of the heavy rainfalls, I think that's the reason why um, you see some of the. They can even go to that extent, like to that side around JU University.
Yeah, because of what has been happening nowadays, so due to that, there's lack of market because most of our customers are using cars and decide yes it's a outer lane. Maybe people will be trying to drop around maybe to buy something or maybe to drop and go to their homes and others, but because they can't drop unless they pass through the main street where they can drop, and that is not so safe because there are motors and other stuff around. Whereby today even a woman was knocked by a motor around this side early this morning. And due to that too, and I don't know what is happening. But if my suggestion is at least if maybe there'll be a Zoom Lion container whereby if maybe they'll drop it at where they have been depositing their dustbin or waste so that whenever they go there, if that side is full, they can at least put the dustbin so the car will come and pick it, maybe 10 containers or other stuff because it's too much.
According to residents, the prolonged stay of the waste-filled tricycles poses a potential health risk and could worsen if urgent steps are not taken to address the congestion at the landfill site.
Oh, yeah, yeah, once now, we did not have some kitwa. Obi ko a juma grandpa joy late because can you almost to me jikwan back of fat.
Authorities say assessments have been conducted to address the congestion at the landfill site and measures are being put in place to restore normal waste disposal operations.
Well, let's now take you to Shiaibu in the Ablekuma West municipality, where Zoom Lion officials have raised concerns over the practice of some residents converting refuse containers into water storage facilities. The concerns emerged during a cleanup exercise under the Channel 1 TV, Zoom Lion and Ghana Police Service Clean Accra campaign. Charles Owusukumi reports.
A Channel 1 TV, Zoom Lion and Ghana Police Service Clean Accra campaign continued on Friday with the silting exercises at Kaneshi and Shiabu in the Ablekuma West municipality. At Kaneshi, Zoom Lion workers desilted sections of drains along the radio gauge stretch as part of efforts to improve drainage and reduce the risk of flooding in the area. While work was ongoing in Kaneshi, another team undertook a similar exercise in Shiabu. During the operation, Zoom Lion officials expressed concern about some residents converting refuse containers into water storage containers, a practice they say poses environmental and public health risks.
We would like to sensitize the people. After this exercise, we would like to sensitize the residents here on their lifestyle, because you cannot be dumping refuse in drains. So maybe we would have to provide an alternative. We have given them bins some time ago, but they have a way of storing their refuse. So instead of keeping refuse in the bins, they keep water rather in the bins. They use this as a water storage. So we are looking at it. Either we'll be bringing them trash bags, so daily will be coming around to lift it, to clear it.
The MCE for Ablekuma West promised a frequent desilting strategy to aid in anti-flood efforts in the community.
We partner with Zoom Lion to have this exercise done. We have 10 electoral areas, and apart from the national sanitation, they move from one community to the other. This is not the first time we've been here. We've been here like twice, so this makes it the 10th time. But you know, this place has not been cleared for a very long time. So we help us, to have this place desilt. We've also realized that some people have put some kiosks and on top of the walkway of the drainage. We've asked them to remove them, and they've agreed to do that.
This one in particular?
That's right, yes. We've asked him to remove it, and he's agreed to remove, and there is one or two ahead of us that will also remove. We asked him to do that latest by midday. If you don't do that, then we'll use our machine to clear it off. So that's not going to be the end. We intend to do this maybe twice or once in a month, because it's a long stretch, and there are two gutters, and both gutters are choked. And so we are determined to make sure this program or this exercise continues.
Residents of Shiabu welcomed the exercise and commended the organizers for helping to improve sanitation conditions in the community.
We are very grateful for the assembly doing this for us. We are so grateful. We are so grateful. We never thought of the assembly doing this for us at this very hour or this time, or the flooding hour time. We are very grateful to them. Actually, here we are in a level ground, unlike the top there. So often, I would like the assemblies to be visiting us with this kind of work.
The Clean Up Accra campaign continues unabated. Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, partner in Channel One TV, and of course with support from the Ghana Police Service. From Shiabu in the Ablekuma West Municipality, Charles Osukumi for Channel One News.
Let's bring you more on this partnership, because the Greater Accra Regional Manager of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Ricky Anoche Frimpong, is calling for the reintroduction of public waste bins at vantage points across the region as part of efforts to improve sanitation and strengthen waste management. His appeal comes amid the ongoing Clean Up Accra campaign, a citywide initiative by Zoom Lion Ghana Limited in partnership with Channel One TV and the Ghana Police Service to clean up spaces and mitigate the impact of flooding. Channel One News' Fauzu Masaudu has more.
The Clean Up Accra initiative on day 3 visited the Achimota Mile 7 enclave, where teams desalted major drains and cleared sand and debris that had accumulated along sections of the road.
This bigger drain, which we understand serves as a major storm drain to all the water that gushes out from Tantra Hill, Achimota itself, and even Taifa, it's even at the verge of collapse, because you can clearly see that part of it have been weakened by erosion and it risks caving in.
Beyond the cleanup exercise was a call to action. The Greater Accra Regional Manager of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Ricky Anoche Frimpong, called for the reinstallation of public waste bins in strategic locations to discourage indiscriminate dumping of refuse.
You know, as we always say, Ghana has all the laws. We have every law, but there is enforcement. So these bins were placed about 6 or 7 years ago. They were placed all along all our major routes. You can see a bin branded, local government bins branded, but you go the next day and you don't find a bin. And it's like the ownership is the issue here. If you own it, because it's your tax, it's my money, it's your money that has been able to we have used to procure all these bins. So we need to also make sure that we supervise it to make sure that the purpose of which it was provided is used accordingly.
The exercise intensified at Ofankor in the Ganoth municipality, another flood-prone area where major drains were desilted and unclogged to improve the free flow of water. An interesting twist to the initiative came when the police directed apprehended motorcyclists who were riding without helmet to join the cleanup exercise as part of efforts to promote civic responsibility. Assembly member for the area, Dennis Kwashi, believes the initiative will go a long way in reducing the impact of flooding.
For this year, the rain came heavily and it has destroyed a lot of houses and it has broken some buildings. But fortunately, we were in Fanko, we didn't suffer it much. Only those in the mud houses that got broken. So those buildings are already weak. That got broken. And also, our gutter gets choked. So with your support today and the sorting of the drains, we know that the water that is coming now, it will easily flow and we will be a bit relieved.
Given the devastating impact of flooding in parts of Accra, the Clean Up Accra initiative has become important now than ever. For residents and authorities who have benefited largely from this initiative so far, their role is to ensure that the gains made is consolidated. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.
Let's now take you to one of our headline stories. Ghana midfielder Thomas Partey is set to miss the Black Stars opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup against Panama after reportedly being denied entry into Canada. According to a report, FIFA has confirmed that Thomas Partey will be unable to travel from Ghana's team base in the United States to Toronto for the Group L fixture scheduled for June 17 because of his visa. Ghana's Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Idi Adams, tells Channel 1 News that the decision to deny Thomas Partey a visa is unacceptable.
This is absolutely wrong. This is because Thomas, in the country, the zone within which he was even accused, is walking free, enjoying his rights as any other person, because he has only been charged. So I don't understand why today Canada is interpreting their rules to suggest that a charge means guilty. This is supposed to be a country that should hold high the ethos of democracy and rule of law, and are supposed to be championing rights of many persons, including rights that some of us don't want to even talk about here. And you think that the mere fact that somebody is being charged is enough to bar the person from partaking in an event you've accepted to host, an event that is supposed to unify us, an event that is supposed to promote peace,
Did they
an
say
event that is supposed to promote feeling.
did they say specifically that they denied him access to their country or entry into their country because of the charge?
Yes, they stated so.
Okay, did US accept him earlier?
Yes, US have accepted him.
No.
US have accepted him, issued him with entry visa, which we applied to their embassy in UK, and he was issued.
What are we going to do as Ghana? You possibly will talk to your colleague, Foreign Affairs Minister, or is there any plan to appeal this? Or just like happened to my namesake from Somalia, that's the end. He just has to catch a flight and go back home.
Well, you know that in Ghana, as has been indicated by His Excellency the President, and the mandate his Foreign Minister, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, has carried very high. Any Ghanaian touch anywhere, we will not keep quiet over it. So through the appropriate channels, we have communicated to the rightful authorities and are requesting for them to use all processes to review.
Well, let's get more on this matter. Godfred Akoto-Boafo is a broadcast journalist. He's a co-host on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM, and he's currently in the United States of America for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and he joins us via Zoom with some more details. Godfred, thank you so much for your time. We know that indeed Thomas Partey has been refused entry into Canada, but what are the details really regarding this refusal?
Well, the information we have, according to the reports that have emerged, and that's based the ongoing criminal processes in the United Kingdom. Canada decided that they were not going to allow him. So I had a conversation with the prosecutor from Canada, and his explanation is that basically Thomas has been charged in the UK with an offense, the equivalence of which in Canadian law is sexual assault. And based on that, he's considered inadmissible. And according to this prosecutor in Canada, one main reason is that sexual assault is a hybrid offense. And the prosecutor in Canadian law can proceed summarily or by indictment. And so his explanation is that as prosecutors, they will proceed by indictment when it involves penetration, which is what the case currently is for Thomas Partey in the UK. And per the Immigration Act of Canada, a foreign national is deemed criminally inadmissible if they are facing an indictable equivalent offense. And I think that is where the key line is, an indictable equivalent offense. And so that is what seems to have happened with Thomas Partey and has brought up this particular situation.
Could they have communicated same to the Ghana FA even before Thomas Partey's travel from the team base in the USA to save all of us this embarrassment? Or, well, it's not necessarily their responsibility to communicate saying we should do our homework?
Well, I don't know too much about when the applications were made to enter Canada. So it would be a lot of conjecture from my side to say whether we applied early and they could have told us earlier, or we applied late and they told us later. Now at this moment, there isn't too much coming. I must admit, there isn't too much information coming from the Ghana side of this. I ran into the leadership of the Ghana Football Association. They were on their way to an event, including Ambassador Victor Smith. Everybody was tight-lipped on this. It looks like they are going to see what they can do about this between now and the team's departure from here on Rhode Island on Tuesday. So I think it's going to be a long night here once they return from an event. The Black Stars team just left for training not too long ago, and indeed Thomas Partey went for training. So we will see how that goes.
Let's look at the psyche of Thomas Partey himself with all that is happening and his contribution to the Black Stars, the makeup of the Black Stars itself. How much of a blow will his absence be to the team, especially in the opening game against Panama?
Well, I think it will be key in the sense that he has World Cup experience. And we've seen how the teams that don't have World Cup experience players in their squad are faring. Canada are busy dating themselves against Bosnia. We saw South Africa struggle against Mexico. And so having a player like Thomas Partey, who has played in previous World Cups, although he's not at his absolute best these days, his general know-how of how to manage games, of how to navigate games, is important for a Ghanaian team that is also pretty raw at this level. So it is a pretty big miss. But I think he's also mentally strong. If you look at what has happened in the last couple of months and how he's been able to navigate it, he sat with me not too long ago when we were in Virginia, for an informal chat. He looked okay. But I think that as a human being, the timing of this particular announcement might take an effect on him. I do not know. I can only observe from afar, but definitely it would be normal that the timing of it so close to Ghana's opening game would be impactful on him, and also even on the team in general, because the coach would have been planning with a player like Partey in mind. And so now he has to go all over everything that he wants to do again, go to his alternatives. It's going to be a pretty difficult period for Team Ghana in the build-up to this game against Panama in Toronto.
Thomas Partey himself hasn't seen a lot of playing time at the club level in recent times. In our last friendly, he picked up a card and was substituted. Do you think he has the fortitude, if in the event that we are able to go through a successful appeal, with all of this that is happening, the psychological bit of it, to make a good showing for the Black Stars? And if not, who is likely to be a replacement for him?
Well, I think he would have been able to play. Like I said, he's shown that he has the mental strength for this. Otherwise, he would not have shown up at all. So just observing from afar, I think would have made it. In terms of who a replacement is, I think the options are there for the coach. You can go for Caleb Rinchi, you can go for Augustin Boache, you can go for Kwesi Sibo, you can go for Elisha Obusu in that particular position as well. So they might not all be as experienced. This is where Partey's importance and experience comes in, because he's the one who has seen it all before. These persons are all good players, but they are relatively inexperienced at the World Cup level. So it would have been good to have him on the pitch to at least help them manage certain situations. But for now, they are the ones who it looks like the burden might fall on.
Godfrey, thank you. Thank you so much for your time and your insights regarding the Black Stars and preparations for that first game. Godfred Akuto is a broadcast journalist with 97.3 City FM, and he's a co-host on the City Breakfast Show also on City FM. This is the Channel 1 Newsroom right here on Channel 1 Television, still to come. Government maintains cocoa producer price for 2025-2026 light crop season. Stay with us. We'll return shortly with the details of that story and several others.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
Imagine a life where every moment flows effortlessly, where every choice brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. Give yourself more ways to receive joy. Have more time to party. With G-Money, every moment flows seamlessly. Just pay and keep the good vibes going. Instantly top up airtime or data so you never miss life's special moments, because your memories together should matter more. Give yourself more freedom to celebrate. Pay bills quickly and seamlessly so nothing disrupts your moments. Have more financial control. With G-Money, you can effortlessly manage bulk payments and keep your business running smoothly. Dial *488# or download the app and explore the new G-Money today. G-Money. Give yourself more.
Your health is your most valuable asset and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe healthcare should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. Our experienced team ensures you receive the attention you deserve. So whatever it is for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital located at Community 3 Tema or call 0303-220-030 or 055-222-2290. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now. Hey, that's you. Impruka. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Sasso spray, Mr. Friendly Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso Union.
Sasso, come tum preko.
So that you stayed on with us. Let's now bring you Channel One Business with Nashika Caesar.
CNR Business is brought to you by EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Hello now.
Hi, Sufi.
Always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
I'm sure the cocoa farmers will be happy to see you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll be happy that the prices are going to remain unchanged for them. So,
very well.
Yeah.
Give them the details then.
Now, the Ghana Cocoa Board has announced that the producer price of cocoa for the 2025-2026 light crop season will remain unchanged despite a decline in prices on the international markets. The regulator says the decision is intended to protect the incomes and livelihoods of cocoa farmers who play a vital role in one of the country's most important economic sectors. Here's more.
A circular issued by Cocoa Board indicates that purchases for the 2025-2026 light crop season will commence on Thursday, June 18. According to the notice, the producer price remains unchanged at 1,241 cedis, 76 pesos per load of 30 kilograms of grade 1 and grade 2 cocoa beans. The price of a 64 kilogram bag also stays at 2,587 cedis, while a ton of cocoa equivalent to 16 bags will continue to fetch 41,392 cedis. Government says maintaining the price as part of effort to shield cocoa farmers from volatility on the global market. The announcement has been communicated to all key stakeholders in the cocoa value chain, including licensed buying companies, Cocoa Board management, and relevant government ministries to ensure a smooth rollout of purchases nationwide.
Away from that, the second roundtable discussion of the City Business Festival 2026 will continue on June 15 on the theme Building Competitive Cities, Infrastructure, Innovation and Investment for Sustainable Economic Growth. The following report explores more of what to expect in the next session of the forum discussions. The second roundtable discussion on the City Business Festival 2026 continues on June 15 and is themed Building Competitive Cities, Infrastructure, Innovation and Investment for Sustainable Economic Growth. After an impactful session which centered on enabling Ghanaian enterprises to fully benefit from the African Continental Free Trade Area. Joining us for the second session of the roundtable discussions on Monday are David Ofosudote, founder, AB and David Ya Obenewa Okujeto, executive member of the Ghana Institution of Engineering, and Percy Anap Bukari, president, Ghana Institute of Planning. Other panelists include Tony Asari, president of the Ghana Institute of Architects, and Nana Kwejo Boachi Champon, a senior manager real estate financing at Absa Bank Ghana Limited, as well as Kofi Adebo Oforia Manful, managing director of LMI Homes Limited. Do make a date with us. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank and proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zonda Tech Ghana Limited and Petra Trust. Now, Now, the Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry is asking for targeted government policies to strengthen the growth and competitiveness of indigenous contractors and construction firms. Industry players argue that local contractors have made substantial investments in equipment and expertise over the years, positioning them to take on larger projects in a sector once dominated by foreign companies. Middle Belt Bureau Chief for Channel 1 TV, Hafiz Tijani, reports.
The Chamber says indigenous construction firms have evolved from subcontractors into major players capable of executing large-scale projects driven by sustained capacity building despite funding challenges. However, President of the Chamber, Emmanuel Cherry, warns these gains could be reversed without policies to sustain the competitiveness and growth of local contractors.
Today, as Nixet Construction Company Limited has built capacity to this level, if government do not make conscious efforts to build their capacity to maintain it by giving them jobs to be able to stay afloat, the capacity they build will completely diminish. If they worked, certificate must be honored on time.
At a ceremony to honor Nixet Construction Company Limited as the 2024-2025 Best Building and Civil Engineering Company, Managing Director Nicholas Frimpong Boatin called for stronger collaboration among industry stakeholders to support sector growth.
We want all the stakeholders to collaborate with us to ensure that we will be able to achieve our goals.
He stressed professionalism, innovation, and operational excellence as key to sustaining development in the construction industry.
Let's now bring you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank markets. And that's it for Channel 1 Business. I am Nashika Caesar. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Nashika Caesar, bringing us the latest updates in the world of business. Let's move on to some other stories now. The Parent Teacher Association of the Secondary College, SECO, says it will petition WAEC to allow 154 candidates who were denied the opportunity to write Thursday's chemistry, theory and objective papers to resit the examination. According to the PTA, the students were turned away by an external invigilator after arriving late due to heavy rainfall. The following report has more.
A total of 322 candidates were expected to sit for the chemistry theory and objectives paper at the Secondary College on Thursday, June 11, as part of the ongoing West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASI. However, 154 candidates were reportedly denied entry into the examination hall by an external invigilator over alleged lateness. One of the affected candidates, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said many of the students arrived shortly after the examination had begun due to heavy rainfall in the area, but were still not allowed to take the paper.
It's because of the rain. Yeah. It's rain, and when we got there, I would say around 8:35. Okay. So we got there and they said, the teachers, that maybe we inspect us or another, so we should wait. Okay. And as we were standing there, a lot of students came and they said, we are many too, so we should stand aside. I would say they should help us because it's our life. It's our life, and they should help us to write the chemistry paper again.
After yesterday's incidents, the candidates who were not allowed to write and those who were actually allowed to write the chemistry paper 1 are today actually doing their practicals at this very examination center where they are sitting for the WASI. but the headmaster of the school, that is Secondary College, is bereaved, hence she's not around. Lucky for us, we have the PTA chairperson for the Secondary College to actually tell us what happened and what they are doing about the incident.
What has happened right now is yesterday when I heard it, I quickly came to the school and I interviewed some of the students, and they told me when they went to the exam center, the external invigilator said they were late and therefore they didn't allow them to eat. And we came to the school, we have written a petition letter. We are sending it to the regional director, regional minister, for him to, in fact, support us. In the letter, we have stated that at least we are begging, with the PTA executives and all the parents, we are begging that they should let our wards write the chemistry theory and objectives. Even if they will not allow them to write it in the school, they can even organize a place or at the WAEC center so that they can write the exam. We are pleading.
Meanwhile, the Western Regional Branch Controller of WAEC, Anthony Logozo, says the matter has now been referred to the council's headquarters for further investigation and action.
I'm saying that the case is with Accra. They are handling the case in Accra. So, yes. But Accra is handling the case. The Director General, the Regional Director, they are involved. So, let's wait for them before the close of the day. They'll come out with something for all of us here.
For now, the Parent Teachers Association of Secondary College have actually petitioned the WAEC with the intervention of the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, but they await what will be the outcome of their petition to the WAEC. For Channel 1 TV News, I'm Akwesi Jenim, Secondary.
Meanwhile, the head of public affairs at the West Africa Examination Council, John Kapi, maintains that candidates who arrive after the stipulated reporting time cannot be allowed to sit the examination, explaining that the exams are conducted simultaneously across the West African sub-region and strict adherence to the regulations is necessary to protect the integrity of the process.
The issue is this, that we have stressed the fact that this is a sub-regional exam, number one. So it is not just about candidates in Ghana, it's about candidates across the entire sub-region. So when you are talking about writing exams, if, for example, like the floods that occurred in Accra, somebody could not go across the floods to get to school to write examination in good time, fine, that could be because about where the information reaching us indicates that somewhere in the lab, at the ICT lab, somewhere in the classroom, somewhere in the dormitories, they didn't have to travel any distance to get to examination hall. And mind you, there were others already who were in there and who were writing, including day students, according to the report that we received. So obviously something may have gone amiss to make some of these not want to get in to the examination hall early enough to start the exam. They will only have the chance to rewrite in another cycle of examination. So, for example, if we are going to conduct an OVDEC this year, they are limited to register and write.
Moving on, commuters plying the Achimota Old Station to Circle Highway are expressing frustration over the recurring potholes on the stretch. The potholes, which were patched just a few weeks ago, resurfaced, causing severe traffic congestion and leaving motorists stranded for hours. The affected stretch, which serves a critical route to several communities, including Tesano, has been repaired multiple times this year. However, each intervention has proven to be short-lived. Channel 1 News' Isaac Ofer filed this report, read by Melody Fafa Potofer.
Hundreds of commuters using the Akran-Sawam Highway were left frustrated on Friday after potholes on a section of the road caused severe traffic congestion and lengthy delays. The affected stretch, which serves as a corridor linking several communities, including Tesano, has become a major concern for motorists due to its recurring deterioration despite repeated repair works. According to reports, The road has undergone several repairs within the past year. However, each intervention has proven short-lived, with the potholes resurfacing shortly after maintenance works. Speaking to Channel 1 News, commuters described the situation as unacceptable, expressing frustration over what they say has become a cycle of ineffective repairs and worsening traffic conditions.
Sometimes when you come there, pothole is all because of the rain too. It's filled with rain, and sometimes you don't know the extent of how it is, and then your car will just go in, and then it's also causing traffic.
I have an appointment somewhere at 8. Unfortunately, it's 10:35 by my watch. The motorway, coupled with what we are even going through here, it's been bad. Aside the damage to our cars, we are running late for every schedule that you need to run for each day.
This road, because of the drainage, the water, when it rains, here make very, very, very bad. Potholes, manhole, so it creates a lot of traffic.
Motorists appeal to authorities to undertake lasting repairs, saying the potholes are damaging their vehicles and increasing maintenance costs.
We are urging the government to also help us here and then fix I think it's not just the pothole, it's within. The water is beneath it, so it's always affecting. Even if you fix it, it will come again. So they need to find the root of it and then fix it.
He should help us fix the country, basically. Our roads are bad. Whatever construction is happening, it should be fast so that at least we can be safe as well.
Oh, the government should come on it, because here is a major road linking to Burkina Faso, Mali, Kumasi, Tamale, and wherever it is. Yeah, so government should make attention to come and do something about it.
Still in the transport sector, commuters at the Accra Tama station are complaining of long delays and shortage of vehicles. Passengers traveling to Oyarifa, Amrahia and Medina say they are stranded. Speaking to Channel 1 News, some passengers accuse some drivers of charging unapproved fares amid the shortage.
And regular thing, always say I come, I go join the queue more times, 2 hours, 3 hours before I get the vehicle. Again, if I go to traffic, if I go reach home late, more times 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock before I go reach home. So I'm waiting for JDM when I further. You go provide like a metro masses to us at my station, so you go help us.
You earlier told me about the prices.
Okay, the price here, normal price is 10 cedi. But if you go to Kingsway, some people they load 15, 20. If you rain, I don't charge you 25, 30. So much as if you don't have money, you can't go home.
Been here for almost 2.5 hours now. Yes, I think when I came, I've seen only 2 cars moving, and you can see the line. Even if 2 trucks or 2 civilian cars comes, I won't even be able to get in. So I'm hoping maybe the next 3 cars, then I can get on board and then go home. From Monday to Friday, we've been enjoying it. From 4:30, as the workers are closing, you will definitely come and meet the queue. So once you come, you join the queue. As the cars are moving in, we are getting in one after the other and going home. But today's one, as I'm saying, it has been a little bit difficult. I think it has to do with the cars coming from Kaswa to Accra and then from Accra to Kaswa. I think that is what is delaying the whole process.
This is the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Ghanaians in Canada to receive tickets for Ghana-Panama game on
Isro, a day simani sweet. Doctor Samen Koyo operation. Cataract surgery. Isro.
Minia,
Ustro sesen. Sisi Dr. Agawa ama operation ya ye simple krom ha won't say. Sisi there no ABS.
ABS. And also the
ABS na say. No anesthesia, no bleeding, no suture. Unt na hospital hokra nche. Obeji di senra me koye surgery.
Sa.
Ani o. Enese me di ye medwuma na you. Hwese me need ho clear.
Wow, na simple sa. O se hospital ba no.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. E Bentesano Police Station wa. Frewen ne ya. Was 0501 534 498 and 0553 019 311.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital for eyes like new.
Launching. BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Study a job-ready university program, BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Job is ready for graduates who possess degrees and certificates in BSc Development Economics, professional certificate in Theoeconomy, certificate in Theoeconomy with business. Enroll at the Department of Theology and Economics at the Ghana Christian University College, Amrahia, Adenta Dodua Road, Accra. Full bursary is available for BSc Development Economics graduates to study master's program at a state university in South Africa. Enroll now. Take advantage of this opportunity to join elite professionals in economics. Call 0557 351 090 or 0575 633 307 or 030 296 0542. WhatsApp us on 0557 351 090 or you can get in touch online on www.theoeconomy.edu.gh. Powered by the Center for Theology and Economics, CTEC.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Where are you?
Lizzy hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzy oh Lizzy. Lizzy
the Shito is Shito. Lizzy Shito over fail.
Lizzy Shito. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzy Shito dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Numerous cases of people falling asleep have been reported across the African continent. No one can explain this phenomenon.
With 24/7 FIFA World Cup coverage, sleep can wait. Everything can wait.
Catch all 104 matches from as little as 98 Ghana cedis only on GoTV.
You're welcome back. Next is Channel One Sports with Bernard Abekuachiri.
Well, in sports, the Sports and Recreation Minister Kofi Idi Adams says supporters whose tickets were purchased by government of Ghana for the Black Stars group stage matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup will receive their tickets for their opening game against Panama on Sunday. Adams disclosed that 1,000 tickets were secured per match to enable Ghanaian fans to support the national team during the tournament in the United States, Canada, and of course Mexico for this year's World Cup. He added that the tickets are tagged to prevent resale and ensure they reach genuine supporters.
I had my team and the FA team meet to look at the matter of ticketing for reconciliation, for us to know this year's World Cup ticketing is of great concern to FIFA, and as has always been of great concern to all of us, that ticket resale is frowned upon. And so in designing the ticket, they were categorized and handled in a way that makes it extremely difficult sometimes to transfer, so that you cannot engage in resale. So for the first game, latest hopefully by Sunday evening, the tickets will get to the holder, who can then do the necessary distribution to reach anyone, those that could be reached.
And that will be by
those
when?
That could. Hello?
That will be by when? Monday, Tuesday, Sunday?
I said Sunday.
Sunday, very well.
Well, away from there, former England goalkeeper David James believes England can go all the way and win the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Speaking while giving his tournament predictions, James backed the Three Lions to lift football's biggest prize and pointed to the quality within the squad as the reason for his confidence.
I'm expecting a team that goes out knowing what it's meant to do. When it sounds obvious, but I think Thomas Tuchel will have the team prepared to win that game. I'd love to see England win 2 or 3-0, but I would settle for 1-0. We just need 3 points, win the group, win the knockouts, win the World Cup. Simple.
Easy as that, isn't it?
It is very easy, football. Yeah, you just win all the games and then you end up with a trophy. So I think this is going to be a very different looking style of play from England, with a different mentality. Building on what Gareth Southgate did so well for many years. I think this squad has all the capabilities and potential to become.
Well, many thanks to Bernard Abekoche for bringing us the Channel 1 Sports. That'll be all for the
Another week is here. Hello there. Welcome to Trending Africa with me, Samuel Akom. On our social media platforms, I am at the Samuel Akom. Trending Africa is a show where we take you through the African continent to bring you stories making the headlines. What stories are trending? Let's take a quick breather here